Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Real Talk with Cathy and Shania. I'm your host, Cathy, and I'm excited to have you join us today for an exciting episode titled How is Working Out Important in a Relationship? And this episode is brought to you by C1 Productions, where with me today I have my co host, Shania, and my panelist. So I have a question for this is for everybody, but I'm going to start with Shania. Shania, do you work out?
Yeah, I do work out.
What type of workout?
Yeah, I love
Again,
running.
just that?
Yeah, I do love running. Yeah, like early in
You
the
don't want to
morning.
do like
So
some press?
I don't want abs. Like I normally just work out for physical fitness and for maybe bloating because I tend to maybe bloat a lot. So like running helps me.
What about you, Josh? Do you work out?
Oh, I do. I just finished a half marathon this Sunday. I made it.
Wow, that's even
Nice.
okay. You just like do you do like what do you call it? You know, you don't want to get the abs. You just run, right?
Yeah, I just ran.
Wow. I
Not
want
into
everyone.
that.
I want somebody who do the abs.
I do yoga.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay. How many days a week? Every day?
around 4 times a week.
You're committed then. What about you, Tabs?
Yeah, hi everyone. I do not work out literally. I don't. The most I do is like basketball. So maybe twice a week,
Think.
once a week. Yeah, that's it.
What about you, Fritz? Do you work out? Do you love working out?
I do love working out. I actually do calisthenics, like the body workouts. I also
Mhm.
play basketball and other sports. I try to stay active. Yeah.
That's amazing. So everyone is works out in this episode, this panel. So I think like exercise is not just about looking good; it's also about feeling good too. And when working out, the body releases some hormones that elevate your mood. But I know majority of people don't like working out. So in today's episode, we're going like just to talk about working out is important in the relationships and how it can affect a relationship. So Shania,
Yeah, so guys, we are going to look at a scenario. So listen attentively. Okay, here it goes. Meet Lily. She enjoys everything from running in the park to challenging herself with various workout routines. For Lily, staying active was not just a physical pursuit, but also a way to maintain mental well-being and discipline. Jake, on the other hand, held a more relaxed attitude towards physical activity. He appreciates the occasional hike or bike ride. He doesn't have the same drive for regular workouts as Lily. As their relationship deepened, Lily began to wonder if their differing views on fitness were affecting their compatibility. Lily decided to have an open conversation with Jake about the importance of staying active. She expressed her concerns about long term health and benefits of shared physical activities and the positive impact it could have on their relationship. Jake listened attentively, nodding occasionally to show he understood. However, she expressed her concern about the long term health benefits and the potential positive impact on their relationship through shared physical activities. He became defensive, sorry, feeling like Lily was questioning his lifestyle choices. Lily was disappointed about Jake's behavior and decided to accept their differences. So, guys, I have questions and I want all of you to answer. So, the first one is: does the level of physical fitness between partners matters when it comes to relationships? I'm gonna go to you, Daisy, first.
I don't think the level of physical fitness should matter when it comes to relationships because different people have different values on working out. Yeah, so it's not important to me if my partner doesn't work out in a relationship, and I don't think it should matter.
Okay, you said you do yoga. So like you wouldn't encourage your partner like to join you during your yoga routine?
If that's what he wants, then it's okay. I will go along with it. Then we can do yoga together. But if he's not interested, I cannot force him to do it. Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Josh?
I was wondering about the importance of shared recreational activities. So if someone is not into the same physical activity as the other one, I think they could have a conversation about it and find something that they could share. But ideally, it would be good if both are into physical activity. But for me, for example, my wife isn't into running in this season because we have kids. I understand it. I understand her, situation, but it's just for a season. So it's important, but we can talk about it.
Okay, I see, like you're respecting their choices. And
Yeah.
what about you, Cabs?
Yeah, it's I wouldn't say it's like make or break, like from the scenario she was able to like to accommodate Jake, who had a much more relaxed approach, Like in my own case, if I did more physical activity, I would do mixed martial arts, right? That's like boxing, kickboxing, grappling. I would love to do that. My wife hates it. She does not want to even see me watching stuff, right? So it's really important that you have a shared recreational activity, something you can bond around together. And if that's sport, that's awesome. But if it's not the same sport, then it would be important to figure out like what works best.
Yeah, true. I don't think like encouraging your partner like to have a boxing match with you would be suitable. You may end up hurting.
Yeah, or
You'd be the
grappling.
first person.
Yeah.
You would be the first person she practices that boxing skills on. So you don't have to blame her if she like hits you or something.
Mhm. Or you can train her for her own protection. Give her some classes to make sure that she's safe when she's outside on her own. Yeah, that would be
Maybe
nice.
that, yeah.
But what about when she's angry in the house? You disappointed her at some point?
Yeah, that
I'm
would be
really sure.
dangerous. You
I'm
so you
really sure.
don't
She might.
give
I'm
her.
not saying she will. She might. She might.
I don't think like anger should like even if she's angry, you guys should not like practice fighting. Just do it for fun and for
Mm.
teaching her like some cool like punches or stuff. But yeah. And what about you, Fritz? What do you have to say?
Having different fitness levels or fitness outlooks, for me, it matters, but it's negotiable. I think both of you should also have a common like you have different understanding about fitness or different outlook on fitness and being working out, but having difference on your avenues on how you would do it and the timing as well, just like what Joash said. It's also important because for me, if I'm disciplined in my workouts, and for example my partner is like struggling or she's in a season where she's very busy or something like that, but she's still doing little things on, like, for example, exercising or hiking on that part, then definitely it's okay. But disregard of that, I think it's not a red flag or anything, but it's I would say it's still important to have a discussion about it if your partner would
Yeah.
disregard being fit or have doing workouts or exercising in general.
What about you, Kathy?
I think it shouldn't matter if they are working or not. But what if you meet this person and they say, I want you to be working out with me. but you're not ready to do it. So I think if the person you're working out, you want to work out with, like you have to have an open communication with them, and make sure they want what you want. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Before like you go for a partner, if you know you like working out, then I'd prefer you choose someone who does like value physical like fitness rather than going for someone you know like they hate working out and you want like to change their mind. And I also have this question. Like,
Okay.
let's say if your partner
Um,
like is obese
pardon.
or is yes, Kathy?
What about when you're in a relationship, a new relationship, and let's say you've dated for like 4 months or 3 months, then you didn't know this guy or this lady they love working out. They didn't tell you at first, but when you're in a relationship, they come to you and tell you must work out if you want to be with me. So what would be your response?
Okay, if someone
It's like
like
they're forcing that on you.
yeah, if okay, personally I said I like working out. So like I wouldn't like mind trying out new things like apart from running. So that would be okay with me. But for someone else, like I don't think it's advisable like to force someone to work out if they don't want to. And I had this question before you asked me this one. Like let's say you and your partner have been in a relationship for quite some time now, and they start becoming obese and they hate exercises. Like would you still like let them make a decision on their own about like working out, or would you push them and force them into working out? Or it's just okay if they just stay in the at home and just continue being unfit? What would you guys do? I'm going to start with you, Frit.
No, forcing someone is definitely a no-no as well. Like I said, it's something that is important, but it's still negotiable. So meaning you have to have a better communication on what your partner loves to do, or when she wants to do it and how she wants to do it. So if she would want to work out with or without you, then that's fine. As long as she has, or she can, has her own activity where she can exercise and she can work out. For me, for example, my routine is calisthenics, and usually you don't need a partner for that. So I would not require her to do what I do, because definitely, although she can, but she, of course I'm not gonna try to force her to do what I do, because she has her own season, and she has her own way of doing fitness and working out as well.
Oh, as for me, like because I love you and I want you to be physically fit, and you're stubborn, you've started like to gain weight, and your health like I'm just like
Okay.
seeing you heading out to a wrong direction. Like I think I'd force you like to
Okay,
join me.
Shania, are
Like
you saying are you
Mhm.
saying like are you going to tell them, you know what, this dress does this trouser or this shirt doesn't fit you anymore, you have to work out? Are you going to tell them directly? Because if you tell a person to work out, the first thing comes to their mind is I'm fat. Are you calling me fat? So that's the first thought to them. So how are you going to approach that and tell them work out? Because you can't just come and tell me work out. You have to have a reason for it.
yeah, like I'll be just upfront. Like your clothes are no
Wow.
longer fitting you. Just join me. I'm sure like you'll have a
That's
nice
mean.
experience. Like no, like it's for their own good.
I
Like I
don't
can't
think
just sit
I
and
know, but
like
it's mean.
Mhm.
I
It's
don't
so
think
mean.
that's the
It's
No,
so
best
it's
mean.
not mean.
approach.
Yeah,
Like how would okay, Daisy, how
it's
would you
mean.
approach them?
Imagine coming telling you, that's a difficult one. I even don't know. I don't have a how. I don't have a strategy to tell them you have to work out, because it's hard for me to tell someone to work out because I don't want that an argument with them or something because they be, you're calling me.
Like
I did.
Kathy, like
Oh,
he's
you
not
didn't know you can
someone.
do that to me. You know, especially women.
No, now he's
I
not
know.
someone. Like
I know.
he's your partner. Like
So
you don't like he's no regular person like in your life. So like I think you guys should just be honest like with each other. Like if he's getting fat and she like
Yeah,
every
it
time
is
she
getting
walks
fat.
like
Yeah, that's a fact.
she can't like
Yeah.
breathe properly, like for their own good, just tell them like, babe, like you won't be hurting their feelings, you're just doing it for their own good. Like, babe, like
So
I think
Shaina,
maybe we should try working out.
You can.
So yeah.
it's, but I
you
don't
would say it
think
directly.
everyone will take it in a good way. So for me, basically, if my partner
Yeah.
starts getting fat, I'm all about body positivity. And if they love their body the way it is, then I wouldn't want to pressure them into working out. But if they want to be maybe to reduce weight, then I'll encourage them to work out. But telling them directly that you're getting fat or you don't look good right now, your clothes don't fit,
Mhm.
it might hurt them in one way or another. So for me, I'll just read the room. If my partner is interested in working out, then I will advise them. But if they love their body the way it is, then it wouldn't be necessary. Because for me, I don't think body, like the outlook of the body, is all important. Yeah.
I think you change that when you see them like have you
Someone,
guys seen
someone,
this
someone
show
will
like
disagree with
mhm,
you.
like
I
Daisy,
know
I
someone will
beg to
disagree with you,
differ
Daisy. You
cause
said like,
yeah, okay, like I was
okay,
saying,
I mean like Daisy, someone will disagree with you. Okay,
go
go
on,
ahead,
Kathy.
Shania.
Okay, thank you. I beg to differ, Daisy, cause okay, body positivity is okay, but like you should not like normalize it because sometimes you may be like encouraging them on bad habits. Like if you see someone he's heading on a wrong path, don't
Hmm.
just say like, oh, you feel comfortable in your, as long as you feel comfortable in your body, like it doesn't matter.
Hmm.
If they just stay at home, eat, and they're not working out, like that's just wrong, especially if they
Hmm.
like junk food. So you can
Hmm.
tell someone like, oh, you're not fat, like that's your body, you should like you should appreciate the way you look, and you know very
But
well
some
like
people
it's
blame the
wrong. Uh-huh.
hormones.
Yeah. For
Okay,
Some
some
for
people
some
blame the
people,
hormones. We say,
it may be
go ahead.
genetics, maybe like they have a history of being obese like in their family, that one maybe is understandable, but there are ways like you can consult maybe a doctor and you can find ways like to live healthy. Yeah, like just don't like normalize everything because you're afraid to hurt someone's feelings. If if you love someone, as for me,
There you go.
like if someone
Uh-huh.
loves me and I'm fat, I just prefer that they tell it like straight to my face. Like there's a difference between being fat and being unfit. Like everyone has their own body
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 shape.
type.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
body
But
shape and body type. That's when I don't discriminate because everyone was still built in the likeness and like the image of God. So it's not wrong. But if you're physically
So
unfit, if
you're
I'm
preaching.
physically unfit, yeah, like tell me, like for my own good.
Bitches.
Don't sugarcoat things. Like just tell them
China.
as it
Yeah.
is. Yeah. Or
Wow.
do any of you have any other opinion?
But
Josh?
I think
Mhm.
Shania, I think there's a way of communicating it that it would not land as if it's a demand. And I believe in relationship, it's really about communicating your desires and even expectation. And I remember my wife used to I used to drink cold water. Like I'm so for cold water every time. But my wife doesn't drink cold water and actually influenced me. She actually influenced me. Right now I don't drink cold water anymore even if after a run. So there's a I think there would be a fusion of your values as you work out things together. There would be an impartation, there would be an adjustment, and you can share, how this is valuable to me, to see you grow in your physical health. And I think the partner, because you love each other, would be able to adjust and see. I think we could inspire them, but should not require them, and be demanding. So I think there's a way of communicating.
Yeah, Josh,
Let me
I get you. Okay, when I said like I'd be upfront with them, I don't mean like I'd hurt their feelings. I'll
Okay.
just tell my partner the way it is. Like,
Mhm.
you see this, like you see you can't, like I'd even like lay out the facts for him, like you can't breathe properly, like we, like your heart, like you have heart
Shania,
problems,
you're
like
really mean.
no, I'm not being mean. I just
That's
be
mean.
upfront.
Yeah, it's just direct to the
Yeah,
point.
like now we are
no,
looking
it's
for
You
solutions.
can't
Like I
breathe.
want my
it's just the
Wow.
partner to
truth.
live
Okay.
long. Yeah, so I don't think I'm being mean. There's nothing
Okay.
mean in
I know
that.
I would
it's
like to
just
add on
bad.
on
Wow.
on
You can't
Joash's
breathe.
take. I would like
Go
to add
ahead.
on Joash's take. Maybe we can say, because I'm thinking if this would happen to me, how would I approach it? But even if this has not yet happened to me, I always say to my girlfriend that even if she gains a lot of weight or something like that, or if she is for example, if she is currently obese or something like that, I would say, but if you what you're weighing right now is not really the optimum weight that you should be in right now. And even if you are on that kind of state, I still love you and accept you. But we have to fix it, just like if you have a farting problem and things like, well, I might keep
Going back to that episode.
Oh, it looks
So
like
Josh,
you're
you said
frozen.
Yeah.
not the optimum. What's the optimum weight?
I think that was Fritz.
on that journey
Yeah.
on
Okay.
from being obese to being fit once again.
Mm.
You know,
Okay, Fritz, what's
on
the optimum weight? You mentioned something like optimum 80,
Optimum, like,
100,
no,
160,
it
200.
it depends on your body mass index. You can measure that
Mm-hmm.
through your height and weight and age as well. So you can find it out, and then not really pushing yourself desperately to get that, but step by step. Because I being on that level, because for me, if I gain a bit of weight, it's already hard for me to lose it. So how much more someone who's gained a lot more and being has been comfortable on that kind of body condition. So it takes a lot of motivation, it takes a lot of grit, it takes a lot of encouragement and assurance for them to be able to take that step and get out of their comfort zone. So you know assuring them
Okay,
in having that journey.
I saw this video I
I
think last
wanted
week.
to,
The husband. Okay, go ahead, Babs.
yeah, sorry. I think there are like two sides to this because we have one side that is
Mhm.
TikTok couple goals. Look how I worked out with my girlfriend. We lost 180
Okay,
pounds. We
get
lost
you.
20
Uh-huh.
kgs. That's awesome. And that's really cool. But I think there's another side of this because we age, our bodies
Mhm.
change, right? We have babies. After
Yeah.
a woman has had a child, her body is not the same. Her body will change, right? And so there are things that, in fact, we will grow old together, right? And our bodies will be way different. So if we put such a high premium,
Yeah, I think I understand what he's saying. Cabs is saying like
she has to be or he
mhm.
has to stay a certain way without looking at the other extreme.
Okay. I saw this video I think last week talking about he was talking about the couple goals. So this video, the husband was driving and the wife was following her running. So the husband was giving money so the wife to run and collect the money from him. So I think that's kind of motivation I want if I want to work out. What about you guys? What do you think?
Yeah, that would be
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. I think motivating your partner to work out is a good way of making her work out. Yeah.
But you still don't have like to motivate someone to do something that is good for them, like giving them, okay, it's a nice way like of working out and motivating them, but you have like to be honest with
But
them first. Huh?
I will,
I will beg to differ because I
I would feel
think
bad when. Go ahead. Hey,
I'm saying for someone who
Daisy.
might have troubles working out and someone who is not used to working out, I think motivation will be the best kind of way to make them work out because it will give them the passion to do it so that they can, at the end of the day, they can get something good out of it. Yeah.
Okay, motivation is good, but I would feel bad. Let's say your partner is physically fit. He got this. This is for the ladies. He got the abs. He's like just. He looks good in every outfit he wears. And you, on the other hand, you, I don't know, and people just compliment your partner. They say, "Wow, you look good," but they leave you on the side. I would feel bad. So that will give me the energy to work out because I want to look good too. So, what are your thoughts on that?
For me, that seems superficial because if my part's too good and I'm not good enough, eh, they should just love me the way that I am. Yeah, so I don't think that I will
Yeah.
feel bad if someone compliments my partner and they
No,
don't
I didn't say
compliment.
they don't love you. I didn't say they don't love you the way you are. But I'm saying the compliment they are getting he's getting from the people. Let's say you are at an event and everyone just see your husband or your boyfriend that he's looking good. The compliments are only on your boyfriend. How would you feel? That's what I'm saying. Like how would you feel? Like would you want to look good like them, or would just say you love me the way I am? Which is
Yeah,
which?
for me, like I'd be so happy, like yeah, like when they compliment me, like my partner looks good, I'd be like, yeah, he's mine. Yeah, yeah, you see him, I
But I
see him
didn't
too.
say you
Like,
look good.
like
You are two
he is
people.
my
They should
partner.
say
So you mean like being
you all
jealous,
looks
like
good, not
someone
you
like
look
is.
good. Why? Why didn't? Yeah,
So Kathy, what you mean?
I would feel bad when they compliment one person and at you.
I don't
Like
think like it matters.
would feel bad when they it does until it happens to you. You'll see it matters. It's like I'm in the room and say, "Wow, you look beautiful," and I only leave you. I only left you. Like I didn't tell you you look good. I just told the others. Wouldn't you feel bad?
No,
Like
if
you'll have
someone
some
looks good,
questions.
you look good.
I think you'll have some questions. Why don't I look good? I think Shania is tough love. I know.
No, not being tough love. Like if someone
Ah,
is being complimented for the way they look, I don't think like you should be jealous. Especially if like they're your partner, like you should be proud. Like yeah, like
So
I
it
would
really
be.
should be
depends on the
proud, but
person, right? I
uh,
think that's what
if I
Zaina's
yeah,
saying.
I will feel good. They complimented my partner, but I will have some questions. Why didn't they say the same to me?
Maybe you didn't
No,
look good at that
I know it's
moment.
not like jealousy, but I would.
You
Yeah, maybe
probably
just
know the
forgot.
truth
Shania,
already.
Yeah, like don't take
tough
everything to.
love. Shania will tell you, don't look good.
No, I do compliment people.
Okay,
Do. Mhm.
yours is tough love. Like if you don't look good, you don't look good. I won't sugarcoat anything. I'll just tell you the truth. Your
No,
partner
like I
doesn't work
wouldn't tell
out.
someone they
Wow,
look bad.
that's amazing.
Like maybe let's say you walk in the way Kathy, like she always looks good the way she dresses here. Like most compliments, like people mostly compliment
Okay.
you. Like they don't compliment others in this platform, but that does not like justify like
So
give you
you
a reason.
don't.
Yes, you look good. You look good. If you want the same compliments, maybe try something different. Then people will compliment you. Like it
Wow.
is what it
Okay.
is. Yeah.
I get you
Yeah, I
now.
think
If we have
what
the same the
what
fashion taste,
Kathy's saying
maybe.
really depends.
Yeah.
But actually, it would help, like what Kathy's saying. It would help for adding to the self awareness of the the other person. But if
Hmm?
the person doesn't really care about it, even a lot of people would say, the person will just don't bother. But it
Yeah,
would
I
help.
get.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would help. I would try. I would. Like Shania said, I'll try harder next time. I'll try and look good to get the compliment.
Mhm.
It is what it is. Shania said that.
But you also
Okay.
have to mind this, Kathy. Like, if you are doing something to get
Please.
compliments from other
Mhm.
people, like, man, like, I
Yeah.
wouldn't like recommend that because that may lower your self-esteem. Like, just be yourself. Like, if they compliment you, well and good. If they don't, well and good. Like, as long as like you are happy with how what you're dressing, like, it's okay. Like, don't always like want other people's,
Yeah.
like, don't always want like everyone to compliment you. Maybe you pop up at an event and you're waiting for them to compliment you. Like, now it's weird because that may lower your self-esteem. So yeah. Or do any of you disagree?
I get what you're saying, but
Mhm.
no, I don't disagree with you. I actually agree with you because you can't wait for someone to compliment you. You look good. You have to see it to say it. So you don't have to wait for them to tell you you look good. You already know you look good. But if they tell you you look good, you're going to feel good. No, good, good, good. That's what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying.
It's validated. Like it's affirmed. Ah, you see it.
Yeah, you see. But I won't tell them like you say. I would talk to my heart. I would like, wow, okay, so the workout is doing its magic. So
Get get affirmed.
sorry? Okay, the next question was, is it fair to expect partners to actively encourage and support each other's fitness goal, or should personal fitness be entirely an individual choice within a relationship? Because some relationship you have to work out to stay in that relationship, and some women would actually do that if their partner tells, even if they don't want to work out. Some of them would stay in that relationship whether they like it or they just want to do it to please their partner. So Daisy, I'm going to you first. Should the fitness be entirely an individual's choice within a relationship? Let's say your boyfriend comes to you and tell you what you're working out, whether you like it or not. So should they make the choice for you, or what's your thought?
Personally, when in a relationship, I think you need to make your own decisions as much as you are incorporating it with your partners. But your decision or whatever you want needs to come first. So if you feel like you need to work out, you go work out. But don't let your partner tell you that you have to work out. You have to do this and this. If you're not feeling it,
Okay,
personally, I
It's a
just
turn off.
think
hold on,
working out should
hold on.
come from within. Because if someone tells me that, then I'll just be like, no, you're forcing me, and I don't want that. So I think for me personally, it
So
should come
hold on,
from within.
hold on, Daisy. Who has the
Yeah.
final say in your relationship? You or your husband or your boyfriend?
No, both of us have the say, but I think when it's something that involves my body, it's up to me to decide whether I want to do it or.
What if they tells you he's okay? Who do I say? Males are the leaders, right? So if he comes tell you this is
Uh,
my okay, he will give you he will tell you to have a say in whatever, but the final decision will come from him. So if he
no,
tells you this
for
is
me,
final, you have to work out.
I can't stay in a relationship where something like that is the final decision,
But he's
because
trying to help you.
he's trying to
They
help me.
fit.
But if that person is not willing, if they haven't made up their mind from their own self, then
Mhm.
it won't work. It will feel like you're being forced to do something just so that you can continue with that relationship, and I don't think that's worth it. I don't think that's how a relationship should be. Um, I believe they should be compromised. If your partner feels like um they're not ready to work out, just motivate them in a way, but don't say this is what I'm saying and it will happen. If it doesn't happen the way I want, then we should break up. I don't think that's good.
Hey guys,
Got you.
can y'all hear me?
Can hear
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
For some reason, the podcast stopped recording.
Saw it.
You saw it when it
Yeah.
stopped.
Absolutely.
Saw it stop.
Yeah.
Do y'all know why it stopped?
No,
Not
When?
sure.
How long ago did it stop?
I
I
guess
think
a
that's
few minutes ago.
past 30-minute mark.
Okay. Do y'all know where y'all stopped at? Like, what were y'all talking about when it stopped?
Sorry. When it stopped.
Yeah.
If you will be
It's came to
comfortable.
God. You didn't show like
I think Kathy was talking with conversing with Shania about the tough love stuff
Okay.
at that time. I
Just
think, yeah.
just pick up after that point right there. Whatever you stopped at, and just do the last 15 minutes with that. All right. Do you know where you stopped
Okay.
at, Kathy?
Do you remember me? I don't.
What's
I
your
don't
next
remember
point?
we were
Go,
on
go to your
which-
next question. Start off with your next question. All right.
Okay. Okay.
Here we go.
Got you. Well, Daisy, I'm going to you first. Is it fair to expect partners to actively encourage and support each other's fitness goals, or should personal fitness be entirely an individual choice within a relationship?
I feel like individual goals should be parts of a relationship. The partner should just motivate the other person to work out, but it should definitely come from with, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, as I said earlier, in a relationship, this is a question for you, Daisy, also. Who is the
Yeah.
leader? You or your partner? Who has the final say?
I don't think
You
it
or
should
your
be about the final say. It should just be about listening to each
No, is
other.
who you have to stick with one. You have to stick with one. Are you
The,
are
the
you
man is the head of the
relationship or is your
family.
partner is?
The man is the
Mm.
head.
So that's what I want to hear. So if he comes to you and tells you, you have to work out, that's my final decision. What will you do? Just work out at the relationship? Because it seems you do that. Will you just work out?
I wouldn't stay with a person who forces me to do something that I'm not willing to do if it's not from within.
It's
Yeah.
not forcing you. He's just
But he has
trying
said
to
it's the
help
final
you
decision. So what
stay
does the final
fit.
decision mean?
Yeah, that's because he's the leader.
That means whatever he says has to
He
go,
just said,
even
you
if
have
it
to work out.
concerns my body. I don't think that's how
Yeah,
relationship
he loves
should
you.
work.
He wants you to work out, to stay fit. He wants you to look good. And don't have like walking legs problem or something. He wants you to breathe nicely, like Shania said. So yeah, you're saying just you're going to work out, right?
Unless it's coming
Okay.
from
What about you, Josh? What are your
Yeah, I think a man's leadership in a
Josh?
relationship. Yeah, can you hear me? Yeah, I think it's about a
Mhm.
loving leadership. So telling like for me, if I would tell my partner do this, it's my final decision. I think that sounds like a demand. But if I would say it in this way, like, honey, I would love it if you would work out and try, do some jogging with me. How do you feel about that? And then I would ask for her feedback.
She's going to the mirror. She's going to go to the mirror directly and check herself. Wow, he's calling me fat. That's
Not really, not really.
women.
Yeah, but there's a way to communicate. Maybe I would say, maybe you would think that I would mean that you're fat, but let me just get that out of the way. I just want you to be active because these are the benefits. What do you feel about that? I would, I always ask for, feelings check, and then if she says me, no,
Okay, I
no,
think
no,
you can
I would
start
win
with
her bit by bit.
restocking your fridge.
Restock in your fridge
You
with.
restock your fridge with healthy foods. the queens, the
I wouldn't.
vegetables.
I wouldn't.
That's a good
Yeah,
motivation.
I would not. I would not restock it without her knowing. I would let her know first and ask her what she feels about it before I actually
Yeah,
do.
yeah,
Because
you're going to tell,
uh,
you should try this.
not should. We could try this. Because if you say we should try it, it sounds like a demand again. Yeah. So I would be considerate of the feelings,
Okay.
right, JC?
What
Yeah,
about
that's for me.
I get you. I get you. What about you, Shania?
As for me, like if they are physically fit, like I wouldn't mind if they don't want like to engage in some like working out or anything, but if they are unfit, I'm
If
sorry,
you have the
but
if,
yeah, if they
wow.
are unfit,
When you're
I'm
going,
going to force them. Because I'm not the person who's just going to like, I can't like watch myself like, or just agree like to like, I can't just lose you because I'm afraid of telling you things. Like if you're unfit and I see like your health is not okay, then like Ma says it, I'm gonna give you that tough love. Then I'm the one who's going to be dashing you money as you run because like I want you to live. So yeah. But if they are physically fit, like I wouldn't
can't
mind. Like
breathe.
if I
Yeah.
ask them, do you want like to join me for a run and they say no, then that's it's okay, they can stay at home. But if they are unfit, then I'm going to insist till they agree. Or we can try other
Yeah,
things like
got you.
maybe
What about
checking
you,
their
Kat? What do you have to
diet.
say on
If
that?
I think motivation is
Oh,
like
yeah.
so critical. What's the motivation, right? Are you doing this so that we look good for other people? Are we doing this because there's a health issue? Are we doing this maybe because of sex, right? Are we doing this? The motivation is like really at the center of how we answer this. So I would be really careful about because I could I could just go ahead and say, you know what, babe, your bust is too small. I think we need to do something about that, and then take her for surgery so that she has a bigger bust. So I say, you know, your backside need to be a bit wider. You get what I'm saying? What's the motivation for me to push you to look so different than when we first met, right? Or is the motivation that we are like getting ahead in years and our kids are still really young. So we need energy to keep up with these kids. That's why we need to work out. Are you getting me? So I would be really careful about the motivation. It needs to come from us too. It should not come from like external influences. It needs to be really clear what's the goal and how is this actually going to make our relationship healthier and stronger. That's for me at the heart of this.
Yeah, yeah, I get you. But, people are different. Some of them will leave you because you're fat. They married you when you were a slim lady, so they're going to leave you when you become fat.
Ah.
And some men will do that, some women will do that. So it depends with the
Exactly.
person.
Wrong
We have like
motivation.
scenarios.
Exactly.
We have
and
scenarios.
on that, Kathy, like have you ever seen this like before and after? Like you find like a couple was together, then they broke up, then
Yeah.
the lady found some motivation
Yeah, I
like
have.
after the guy left her, then she started like
Glow up.
exercising, then she lost some weight. I just feel like that is wrong. Like you should not have such motivation. Like maybe you should have done that while you were still in the relationship. Like when they asked you like, would you join me for a run? You refused. Now that they left you, now like you want to show them what they're missing. Like I feel like that's wrong. That's what I'm saying.
It's the glow up for me. I know they got it from maybe they had to be heartbroken to get the motivation. You know, sometimes
Okay.
it happens in a hard way. Yeah. Uh, Josh,
Yeah.
what do you have to say?
I think love should be the one that compels a person to do something that he's or she is not willing to do at first. So I think like if my partner wants me to work out and she has already explained her motivations, why is it so important to her, then I would consider that and put the most important thing in a relationship is number one is willingness, and number two, putting in the effort. I think when there's effort and there's willingness, growth takes place. So I think both people in the relationship should put in the effort and be willing somehow to listen and consider the other person. It's all about empathy, taking perspectives and seeing, okay, I see what you're saying. I see how this is
Yeah.
important to you. I'll try it out. I don't running, but can we do some uh, Zumba or dancing? Okay, let's try it out. I'm not into that, but I'm gonna try dancing with you. If it's fun doing together. So I think, yeah.
So, okay. Fritz, I'm going to come to you first with the last question. How does the pressure to conform to society standards of beauty and fitness impact the mental health of individuals in a relationship? And does it contribute to body image issues? This is going to look in a society perspective on beauty standards and fitness.
It does. It does. It does a lot for me. I, for one, I did not grow up in an Instagram environment. So before, the only body image that I have is the animes that I watch. So, for example, I'm watching Dragon Ball Z and these kind of stuff who people who are buff and all that influence me on how should I look and how should I you know how do I look to others as well, and how my self will be looked at. And now that we have Instagram, these images that are too good to be true and that are depicting almost things that are just
Editing.
photo, yeah, just perfect, and no blemishes and all that. It really impacts the way that we how we look ourselves. It makes us more feel insecure and ugly at times, because, oh, how can I, that's so perfect and that's so good, but it me whenever I took a selfie, whenever I took a photo, I just don't like it. So definitely impacts our society a lot, especially the younger generation.
Okay, what about you, Josh? As we wind up, we have a few minutes left.
Yeah. So I think communication is still key. Communicate the desire and why is it important to you. And I think both should be taking each other's perspective. The value of empathy in a relationship that would take a relationship to the next level. If we keep growing in this, skill of empathy, it would take even
Okay.
to the altar. That's it for me.
Got you. Okay, Shania.
Okay, I'm gonna agree with Josh. I guess maybe you can find ways like to approach them that won't hurt their feelings if you don't want to be direct with them. Yeah, and also like I'd advise people like not to
But you
take
you
everything
stick to be
negatively.
direct, right?
Yeah, not to take things negatively, and like don't like it when people tend to sugarcoat things. So just accept it and look for a way forward, like you guys maybe can change things in your relationship. So yeah, that's all I have to say.
Got you. Caps.
Yeah, I
What?
think it's
What's your
critical
thoughts on
that
that
we.
as we wind up?
Thank you. I think it's really, really critical that we. I'm so old school that I don't think the whole Instagram, whole TikTok, whole vibe that you have to fit these molds to influence relationship, influence how I look at my spouse or my girlfriend. I'm so old school. You'll forgive me. I think that the old way is the best way, that roles fit, that the way we build homes, build relationships, there's actually a way to do that. And God's way is the way to do it. So for me, that's that should be the motivation when we think about how we look, what we do, what we don't do, and even how we use our bodies. Yeah, I'll be also like that.
Okay, Daisy. Last word.
So society has a lot of
Our dear listeners.
the society, especially the modern one, has a lot of body images that they conform to. So for me, I would say if you feel like you want to work out, you work out. If you feel like you're not comfortable doing that, you love your body as it is and just be you. Yeah.
Okay, you love your body as it is, but don't feel bad when someone tell you you're fat, right?
No, you
That's
just
what
love it. Even if they tell
saying.
you, you just love yourself. It wouldn't matter if you are confident in your body. Yeah.
Okay, got you. Well, I think you have to work out to stay healthy. If you don't work out, it's okay. If you will, it's also okay. Guys, that's the end of today's episode. And thanks again for joining me at today's podcast. And see you on the next episode.
Thank you for having us. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.